Siento que me quité un peso con lo que dije ayer. No sé, era lo más personal que tenía. Un poquito de vergüenza me dio, pero todo se aprende. Mira, el último cover ya me va a entender. Ay, no, pero ese fue el momento más que más dolió. Pasó hace un tiempo, pero no hace un tiempo así reciente, pero happens like that didn't happen of the cover, happens like um years ago. I mean, when I was a teenager, and then after when like 3 years, when I had like 3 years ago. Yeah, 2 years. That's all I'm gonna say. After that was like, ah. But I don't know, I feel like a little bit anxious because that was something really on me. So I'm currently studying doing my homework a little bit because I need to do my homework. Since you need to be famous. So I much peace I can have by being on my own. I'm like, they better bring peace. Because it happens to me once, maybe twice. So I don't wanna, Keep Ay, cálmate. Hola, hola Sofía. Hola. Mi gatito. Hola. Se lo tengo que quitar. Ay, ojalá volviera. Pero bueno, ahorita estoy estudiando. Entonces no hay mucho que decir. There's not much to say. Ya. ¿Qué más? This. Ajá. This. Da. Da. Vale. Ay, qué bien. Si escuchan ruidos son mis gatos. No me juzguen. Don't judge me, they're my cats being cats. Don't judge me. Anyway, how everyone has been doing. Exciting, a little bit. Sí, pero bueno. Creo que puedo hablar en español. Si no ven ningún comentario en inglés, cambio en español. If I don't see any comment in English, I will speak Spanish. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. Because my personal life is personal, but what I can say is that the relationship that I tried to have with the man back then, like, was nothing in person or something. I just want to clarify that. That will save his life as well. Was that all that I'm going to say is that we were like kind of this thing, and like at first we were like kind of mutual, but then I was like long distance and he was like away from me. That is when I learned to be more mature with the people that I like or something. To Because he was the outside going back then, and like at a certain point it was not given. Then we tried like kind of be friends, but he was still being sweet because he wanted to have a relationship, and then like was all the things going all over the place. And then I came to like kind of try a relationship with a girl that was like at the same time this time. It takes maturity, but it was like more of me being a little bit uncomfortable because she was very like flirty and like I don't know, being with other people, but at the same time being like she was very possessive, but she was like a little bit more possessive over me. But with her, like she was like let me be free, but she was more possessive over me. So like, hi, how are you? Hi, I'm good. I'm save this life. I'm doing my homework. I'm trying to be in peace for a second. Like I didn't want to bring that like boom. That's pretty much because I was also confused by the time. But how are you, Car? Car, how are you? Why you put in your profile like Sage words, but then in your profile? I don't know. I can't understand. I'm bringing you multiverse to my daily basis. This time usually do my homework. I finished my coffee. I finished. I'm hearing Disney songs, by the way. If you were curious about what I'm listening to right now. Okay, let me tell you. My focus with this channel was to make content for kids, but it ended up being with more for adults, so that's why I have so many things right here. I need to finish this right here, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll finish this today to like kinda before I go to bed. But like I'm telling you. Wait. I put all these blushes to kind of bring a little vibe here. It's a new angle. Anyway. What was the topic before this class? Gatito bonito, gatito bonito. Anyway, did some of you have some more questions? Perhaps. I don't know. Look, I need to hear some stand up. Listen, I love hearing a stand up. I do love. One of my favorite things is see stand ups and hear. In COVID, I was hearing a stand up. I don't know, that's when I discovered stand up content. And I love the humor that people have. I do love it. This is. This. What did you remember of the before? You remember of the before one. That waypoints. Anyway, did anyone have any questions? I try to hold my love at this point. But anyway, however it is, my cats were crazy. Even I have class in English. It's kind of weird to say this, but I have class in English and like, because here I live in program, like practicing and knowing and noticing all those things, and at the same time I'm like I feel comfortable because I talk more in English than Spanish when I'm chatting with people or something. I feel a little bit weird. So I'm just going, and my teacher's like, calm down, easy, easy. But I'm just chilling, you know. I'm just chilling at this point. Nature. Okay. Like, something. I this these apples. These apples. These apples. Okay. What was the topic for today? Indefinite verbs. Or general. What was the topic? What was the topic for today? What was topic for today? Maybe I need to bring a little. Maybe some going on. Like this apple. I don't know if it's a show. I have two apples and one orange. Right here. I try to keep close as much as I can for it because that is all my snacks that I have for today. When I don't finish, I just bring it again. But I'm like, I was snacking this orange and this apple. I have the apple, another apple or something. I just go over it one by one, and I'm like, fine. Anyway. don't know how to distracting. Maybe I Texas rebellions and defeated Sí, estoy haciendo mi tarea. Y mi gato tumbó mi lámpara. Ay. Mejor lo apago. Y un rato. Creo que fue bien breve la suerte. Un poquito. Michi, por favor, no me hagas eso. Y se apagó. Ay, no. Ay, bueno. Bueno. Tal vez sea una señal para hablar un poco más acá antes de irme. Porque sí tengo que terminar algunas cosas. Acabé un poco, pero bueno. Anyway, what I got to say, what I have to say, what I have on mind. You know, anything else that you maybe have on mind. Whatever that might happen. I don't know. Something. I'm open to answer some questions. Give some advices maybe, and you know, just to say my things. Well, the best advice that I can tell you on social media and things, and what I think I feel so grateful for, is that I never send pictures explicit. I never ever like send anything that I didn't think first before I will send it. And I always say when I'm coming up with something like the thing that it's all about the relationship that I used to have back then, I completely like lost a path before I came here because I feel like if I will be coming here and just telling it straight up here, I will be maybe having a little anxiousness on me because I feel like at the same time when I'm creating a relationship that I have or something, because now I'm single, I just want to clarify that. But back in the day, like 3, 4 years ago, since kind of the short period of time that I have a long distance thing with someone that was a girl and it didn't work, I feel a little bit confused. That kind of the realization that was, yeah, kind of relationship, but it was. So I completely just moved inside the page back then. So I feel like with that things, I feel more grateful for, and also I talk with my teacher because back then I used to study in general systems, and he gave me the best advice. It was like, don't ever be holding or taking too seriously hate comments that you maybe see online because even I study marketing, I know that good or right comments are used for promote yourself. So make sure that any comment that you give is promoting someone. So in either way, good or bad, you are doing the work for someone, and yeah. So in that sense, I'm like kind of grateful because I was asking my teacher why there is so many people that is paying for robots and doing like coding because there's a thing that is called coding. Because we are studying about like traffic and social media, like crappy things back in the day of like how we can prevent that and how we can, fight for not letting into these things. We are talking about ethical things about programming back in the day. So he told me like you need to, I think what was the final of this, like what is the purpose, and he was telling me that all of these things were made for people that would be more popular. That is why I saw the Kim Kardashian of the thing that she was having back in the day was used for like promote herself more, like promoting herself. So I kind of feel saying like there are always comments. So I always my quote I always keep it for myself that I'm sharing now with you is that you like think that bad comments are robots and good comments are real people. That is when you know because even to me it's like $100. I can tell you straight up. $100 per month some people pay so they can have robots of like they could comment a lot of things and said like bad and good things and why they post like bad things and good things with robots because you maybe were asking why they are going to like do this. They're not going to use for like good comments or something. No, it's because of the credibility and to make the things a little more real they use like real like kind of crappy like robots to comment on the post good things and bad things. So in that way they are combining like to kind of have a little more credibility, and this is one of the things that I really know for. Even I talk that with my teacher and like I was telling the goods and bads of like doing these things, and my teacher was telling me the good side is that you can maybe have more followers, whatever, but the bad side is that Instagram and all the social medias were taking on all of that, and there is one thing that is called shadow ban or YouTube deleting your accounts when you are doing these things, and they are just gonna make your channel a little bit more like either will be closed or banned, and they will not allow you to post for a certain period of time. So be careful, and I hope that will help you to get through because I was seeing a girl that she is just from Spain, and she was crying about this, and I'm like, for someone who I study these things, I'm like, take it easy, you know? It's not gonna be easy in the internet because most of the time it was like, it was so funny, but my dogs were screaming. But I remember one time that I was doing an ASMR video and I did my deep research on it, and the girl then was like commenting. The title was like Eager ASMR video, and then this girl was like commenting, "Oh my gosh, do this deep research Eager and only that," and then she feel so ashamed of herself and like kind of a little bit of, oh my gosh, she have reason. So she deleted that comment. So before you comment, think like a little bit more, because either that will be someone will see, you will see, or I don't know, just something else. But you will be promoting that person. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, always keep that on mind, and don't be following up like, oh my gosh, people like do this. I'm like, your promotion is free. Get that, get that. Even to me that I have a bunch of social media, you'll be surprised to know. But I really talk with like two people. Besides all my social media that I have, I really talk with like two or three people. Like two that are like people that I feel more close of, and I talk the most. And like one or two that I'm still meeting, like friends. And yeah. I use all these things to like promote it a little more, in that way it could be more organic and could reach more people. And each of these social media have a little story. And back then I was only using TikTok and Instagram, but it was really entertaining to see each social media, because I feel like was Reddit, for example, was made for people that were a little bit more old, and I feel like TikTok was more for young adults and people that were a little bit more in the early stage in their life. One of the things that I will tell you is that you don't need to have FOMO, or like fear of missing out, because there were so many trends that could go around and you don't need to follow each of them. I also promote that on my marketing podcast, that you can adapt yourself to the trends, but the trends will not be something that you follow, step by step, or trend or things that go around to make your things more popular. Because at the end of the day, there's one trend that was going on TikTok that before was called Musically back in the day. That is basically about the girls that were like having tape here, like something weird on it, and they're like singing or something. And I don't know if my TikTok was weird at the time, but I'm like, is that trendy? Is that trendy? So there are so many weird trends of like cheating and like cheating TikTok or something, like so many trends that were like back in the day, Musically, that a lot of people, adults now, didn't know, because back in the day was just for young people, like teenagers, you know. And I feel like why so many people now those days grew a lot, and compared to now, it's because now we have all these rules, and before TikTok didn't have all these rules. So even an adult could go in this app and would see teenagers dancing and just being in a different type of thing. It was not vanilla as it was before. Hi Hannah, how are you? So I feel like that it's the main reason what I feel like you need to tell me, because it was not the your thing right now is TikTok, like was so much whatever more, so it's nice to like kind of reflect on it and just be like, yeah, you know. I feel like people that do certain type of things and all of that are like okay, but there's a quote that also say enjoy your season, because spring comes for everyone. That is basically the meaning of like, don't compare how you grow in each thing that you have, business, social media, personal growth, to other people, because this takes a lot. To me, even take me a lot of time to even reflect. and being aware. And yeah, pretty much that is everything that I have to say. Don't forget to subscribe, follow my podcast, social media that I have each of them in my profile. You can go through. I have my manga that I need to finish, but I'm going to show you a little sneak peek on it. So we will never be missing out nothing. So this is the other thing. I have this for years, honestly, and I feel like I was needing to have a little bit of touch, but I feel like this needs a little more work. What I do in black and white, I don't know. It reminds me of some other things that I was reading back in the day. I love to read black and white. I mean, I love to read the colors, but I feel like comparing it requires more of me making like in with colors and like in my phone and all of that and even in my computer than making this, and I will even practice anatomy and it will be fun. It's been fun and I'm connecting this to my TikTok reels. My TikTok videos that I'm posting. You will know why. But you need to read this. Okay? So it's on the description. And this is not promoting bad relationship dynamics. That was the purpose that I was wanting to do with all of this. But it's looking cute. Anyway, have a good day. Take care, and I'll see you soon. I hope that every one of you will be doing well and respecting each face of everyone, including myself. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.